This video is for any of my viewers. I'm going to direct it to two other YouTube content creators. The first is one of the other James Godmans here on YouTube, because there's 3 or 4 James Godmans, and I think it's a David Godman. He does mostly Buddhist stuff. That's just what I see on his channel. I really have no idea who that guy is, other than he's got the same last name as me. Now, I suspect we're related if you go back a handful of generations, because it's not that common a name. But anyway, in his latest video, you talk about losing a pet cat. And I get people that, they say that you can become more attached to an animal than you can a human. Because, as a general rule, the cat or dog or bird or whatever doesn't talk back. They don't complain much, other than wanting to be fed and watered and, a little bit of attention, depending upon the pet. Dogs are a little bit more domesticated than cats are. Cats are still about half wild. That's just the nature of the beast. Now, I've had a few dogs as pets. Now, I've had cats that I got a little bit attached to. Cats are a little bit. Cats are still a bit. You don't really domesticate them in the same way you do a dog. Birds, I haven't really had them as pets. I got nothing against it. They're just not. But anyway, the other person I'm gonna comment on is for JP videos. I believe his name is Jason. But anyway, the latest video, he's talking about this 13. It's a freight train that derailed back here in Pennsylvania, where he's at. He's talking about the cleanup effort for the train. Now, we had this was a number of years ago. This may be 20 or 30 years ago here in Arizona. We had an Amtrak that someone had deliberately messed with the track, and then they took a piece of wire and hooked the track together. So it's obviously somebody that knew what they were doing. It derailed. Didn't kill anybody, but it hurt a bunch of people. And I remember, when the train come rolling through here, and you can see all the wrecked cars. It went through real slow. It was an Amtrak train. You could see them. It was the most eerie sight. It was a weird looking sight. It was almost dark. It said I think Amtrak still has a big old massive reward for information on whoever is responsible. As far as I know, they haven't captured anybody. And with this real weird letter that someone had written to give it to Amtrak, and they titled it "Sons of the Gestapo," which makes you kind of wonder, who are these people? Who would deliberately derail a Amtrak train? What's the motivation of that? Nothing made any sense. It's if you go back far enough there, I'm sure some of the old news stories about the event are out there, probably on YouTube. Now, the guy that Steve that has Sidetrack Adventures actually went out there. It's just about the derailment site is about 15, 20 miles out west of, from Buckeye. I think that's the reason the people chose that site, because it's just so remote. You can go out there and derail mess with the track, and it's far enough away from the middle of nowhere that anybody's going to see you doing it. But anyway, thought that was interesting. Now, as far as I know, I don't know the people that did that. It's possible I know them. I just have no idea they did it. But anyway, bye-bye.